जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्तवृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्तवृंदा
We are continuing with Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, chapter number 5, starting with verse 146. Advaita Acharya Nityananda Dui Anga Dui Jana Lana Prabhura Yata Kichuranga. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Sri Advaita Acharya and Srila Nityanand Prabhu, who are plenary parts of the Lord, are his principal associates. With these two, the Lord performs his pastimes in various ways. Om Jnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmanitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So we are continuing with Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita chapter 5, still going on. And these verses from 146 till 179, they talk about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes that he performed with Lord Nityananda and Advaita Acharya. And here this verse talks about that these two, Lord Nityananda and Advaita Acharya, are plenary parts of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Advaita Acharya is directly Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts Advaita Acharya as his teacher. But Advaita Acharya thinks Chaitanya, I'm the servant of the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always offered respects to Advaita Acharya just like he offered to his father. I remember reading in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna tells Arjuna about the austerities of the body in chapter 17. And one of the austerity is to offer respects to father, to elders, to spiritual master, to the Supreme Lord. So Krishna himself being the Supreme Lord, he's setting an example here. He considered Advaita Acharya as his teacher, so he always was respectful to Sri Advaita Acharya. Now, even though Advaita Acharya was older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father, Jagannath Mishra. He came many, many years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. And even though Advaita Acharya, Lord Nityananda, and who was the other person? Ishwarapuri, they were all God brothers. They were the God brothers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's guru. See the position, really, really high position. And so he always offered respect to Advaita Acharya. It's very important. Even Guru Maharaj used to say, he still says in his lectures, that we not only offer respect to our spiritual master, but even to his god brothers. Yeah, we should not say, oh, I only respect my guru, but not other gurus. No, we respect, in fact, we should respect all living entities, period. Right? Respect all living entities because they are all parts of the Supreme Lord. So he gave respect to his gurus, God siblings also, and was very careful with his dealings. This is what we learn from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that our dealings, we have to be very, 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 very careful. Whether we are dealing with devotees, with Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, whoever it may be, we have to be very, very careful, because if we commit any offense, knowingly, unknowingly, both, unknowingly also. And how will it happen? Knowingly, we know our intention is that I want to hurt this person, so I'm going to say this, and this, or do this, and this. But unknowingly means we are not vigilant. Does that make sense? We are not careful. We take the association very casually. Just like when we go to, you know, have association of our spiritual master, aren't we vigilant? We are careful, especially ladies, our heads are covered. We behave in a certain, we should behave like that always. Why just in front of Guru? But we are extra careful that we don't say something that may be offending, or we don't act in such a way that the Guru is offended. Of course, he never takes any offense, but still we are careful. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is also talking about how it is important that our behavior towards devotees, especially towards devotees. Why? Because they have dedicated their lives to serve Krishna, right? That is the first of the 10 offenses, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives in Krishna's service, right? So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is teaching us with the example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu how to deal with respect. And also, I was listening to this very nice class talking about offenses. He said, supposing it is Amavasya night. What is Amavasya night? It's dark. There's no moon, right? In that Amavasya night, there is a black stone and there's a black ant on that stone. Can we see? That's how we are with our faults. Our faults we don't see because it's like a black ant on a black stone on a Amavasya night. But others can see it who are close. They can see it. So we accept, if someone points out our faults, we accept it as mercy of the Lord, that at least we are aware what is wrong with us instead of getting upset. So this Maharaj was saying that we should be grateful that others are pointing out our faults. Janardhan Maharaj was giving class on Facebook few days ago. I think it was Gaur Purnima Day, when he was talking about offenses, aparad. Offenses in Sanskrit is aparad, means no radha, aparadha, no radha. So when we commit offense, that means we are going away from Radharani. And if you are going away from Radharani, we are obviously going away from Krishna. That is very, very natural. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is talking about the powerful position of Advaita Acharya. And it is because of Advaita Acharya that today we are sitting and hearing Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta. Today we are sitting and we are chanting the holy names of the Lord. Why? Because he's the one who prayed to the Lord, right? With Ganges water and tulasi leaf, he prayed fervently that Lord, please come down, because in Kali Yuga, there is no other way. So the position of Advaita Acharya is very, very special. He delivered the entire world by making Krishna appear. So Prabhupada says we should be forever indebted to Advaita Acharya, Sri Advaita Acharya, who is none other than Mahavishnu, who came down to participate in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Then he says Lord Nityananda, he had come as Lakshmana. We all know that, right? Krishna came as Lord Ramachandra and Lord Balram came as Lakshmana. And it is the same Lakshmana who has come as Lord Nityananda. And when he came in Treta Yuga, he served his elder brother Ramchandra. When he came in Dwapar Yuga, he came as the elder brother Balram, but still he served Krishna. And now Lord Nityananda, he's come before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and still he's serving Krishna as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in Ramayana, it is mentioned that we've heard about Ramayana, how Lord Ramachandra was sent to exile for 14 years. What did Lakshmana do? He took all the sufferings. He went with Ram and Sita and he stayed awake for 14 years. If we stay awake for extra 2 hours, it's like the whole world is crumbling down. Like, I mean, it's like tufan aa gaya, like, I mean, how dare I miss 2 hours of my sleep? 14 years he did not sleep. He served Sitaram for 14 years, day and night, 24/7. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is talking about how Lakshmana tolerated all that suffering, but he could not stop Lord Ramachandra from his resolution. Lord Ramachandra was told, "Why are you listening to your old father?" This is Lakshmana told Ram, "Why are you listening to old father?" हिंदी में बोलते हैं सठिया गया है. Why are you listening to the old father? It's just a promise. It's okay. You don't have to go to the forest for 14 years. But he remained silent and he served Lord Ramachandra even in the forest. You see? So when Krishna came, Lord Balram appeared as elder brother and he served him. And his purpose was to give enjoyment to Krishna. But elder brothers now, they say, Seva do, serve me because I'm elder to you, right? I remember my sister, she's not here, but she passed away. But she demanded respect and service. I would iron my school uniform, she would wear and go. I'd polish my shoes, she'll wear and go, right? And I would do homework, she would take that book and go because we both were in the same class. She had failed one year, so she was in the same class as me. Service. Funny to you, but not to me. For so many years. So many years. Can you imagine previous night you're ironing? It's not easy to iron clothes when you're maybe 12 years old or whatever, 10, 12 years old, polishing the shoes and keeping. And then in the morning, you have to do that activity all over again.
I have two boys, Mataji. Abhi will take Tushar's clothes and Tushar is letting him go to fight.
Yes, same thing. But nowadays, the younger one will fight. In my days, there's no way you can open your mouth, right? You have to listen to the command of the elder one. But here, Lord Balram, being the elder brother, he still served Krishna. He wanted Krishna to enjoy all types of happiness. Now, then the question came to my mind, does Krishna need that? He's Atmaram. He's self-satisfied. He doesn't want anyone's help to enjoy. He's a reservoir of pleasure. But he does not need anything but just to give an opportunity, especially for us, so that we can purify ourselves just by serving the Supreme Lord. Then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Lord Ramachandra uh, and Lord Lakshmana, they entered into Krishna and Balram in Dwapar Yuga. They entered. In other words, he's saying they are the same. They are all the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in verse number 153, Lagu Bhagavatamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Lord Ramachandra is incarnation of Vasudev, Lakshmana of Shankarshana. Do you remember the four? The quadruple, right? Vasudev, Shankarshana, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna. So here he's saying Lord Ramachandra, incarnation of Vasudev, Lakshmana of Shankarshana, Bharat of Pradyumna, and Shatrughna of Aniruddha. They're all the same expansions of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Then in Padma Purana, it says Lord Ramachandra is Lord Narayana, Lakshmana, Bharat, and Shatrughna are Sheshnag, Chakra, and Shankha. Did you all know that?
I know the last one, but not
The others, yes, yes. So Lakshmana is Sheshnag, Bharat is Chakra, and Shatrughna is Shankha of Lord Narayana. And in the Rama Gita of Skanda Purana, it says Lakshmana, Bharat, Shatrughna, they are the triple attendants of Lord Ramachandra. So the purpose of all this knowledge is to understand Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and all others are his expansions. Like we heard in Bhagavatam, Krishna expands first as Lord Balaram, and then other expansions come. In the Brahma Samhita also, Lord Brahma is praying that Krishna appears in different forms and incarnations, such as Lord Ramachandra, but personally, he appears in his original form as Krishna in Kali Yuga.
in Kalita.
Good, you're awake. In which Yuga?
Dwapar.
Dwapar Yuga. All were silent, like, okay, yeah, Krishna came in his original form in Kali Yuga. No, he came in Dwapar Yuga in his Shyam Sundar original form. And the reference is, of course, here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving reference that this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is same as Krishna and Lord Nityananda is Lord Balram. And the purpose of Lord Nityananda coming before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to this earthly planet was to fulfill the desires of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What was the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? To be a big Pandit? No, to give the holy name of the Lord free of charge. Do we value anything for free? We ladies do. One sari, get one, buy one, get one free, kind of, right? But when it comes to spirituality, free means no value. That's what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says. If there is a ripe mango and we try to give free, people don't value it. Or if we say, it is $10 or $15, yeah, it must be really good. But here he came to spread the holy name in every town and village. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says Lord Nityananda is the Adi Guru, means first Guru. First Guru. Remember, if we want to please Krishna, we need to please Radharani. If we want to please Radharani, we have to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If we want to please Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to please Lord Nityananda. If we want to please Lord Nityananda, then we have to please the Acharyas in Parampara and Prabhupada and the spiritual master and all devotees. All devotees. Remember, I told you all last time that I heard that even if one person is upset with us, we cannot go back to Godhead. One person. Now, how do we figure out who that person is? Or first to figure out, did I upset anyone? Obviously we did, right? We've done so many activities, so many actions, so many words we have spoken, even in our mind. Have you offended anybody in our mind? Many times or long time ago? All the time. So you got to be very, very careful. I was listening to this lecture and I don't remember the names, but there was, I think it was Rupa Goswami or Sanatan Goswami was meditating and thinking about pastimes of Lord Krishna and Radharani. And there was a person who was limping and walking. And here, this Goswami was smiling because of pastimes of Radha and Krishna. But this person thought he is laughing at me. And so he got really upset. And immediately that Goswami's meditation broke. It was not his fault, right? His eyes were closed. He did not see that person walking by and he did not So then he inquired, what is the reason I am not getting the taste of Krishna Lila? So he was advised, why don't you find out who is that person whom you have offended? Now, how do we figure out? So many people, everybody. Then we need to go to everybody to apologize, right? Sincerely. But then he was advised, why don't you keep not a party, but keep a feast and invite everybody to come and have the feast. The person who does not come is the one who's offended. And sure enough, this person did not come. And he realized, oh, this is the person I find. He went and he begged forgiveness and said, I wasn't smiling at you. I was thinking about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Is that practical for us to do? Invite all the people we have met so far? No. I just had a get together of only 25 and I almost lost my mind to take care of 25. Imagine, call everybody and see who does not come to your get together. Then you know that is probably all will not come. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving us that knowledge that we have to be very, very careful. And in that process, only the mercy of a pure devotee, even just a drop of mercy from a pure devotee, can help to purify us. So when Lord Nityananda is pleased, then Krishna is automatically pleased. And he says that Lord Nityananda is more merciful than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just like Prabhupada is more merciful, Guru Maharaj is more merciful, and devotees are most merciful. Haven't we heard that Krishna forgives any offenses towards him, but he never forgives an offense committed towards his devotee? He does not pardon. So we have to be very, very careful. Now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, I want to talk about Lord Nityananda's mercy. I know he will not like me talk about it, but I'll talk about it anyway. You say it's confidential, it's supposed to be, and it's not proper to disclose, but I will disclose. He says that this mercy of Lord Nityananda is not known. Now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is feeling very jubilant writing about the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Just writing about it, he is feeling so happy. So it is so nice that he is disclosing it for our benefit, right? So he's asking for forgiveness to Lord Nityananda for all the offenses he has made and advising us to guard ourselves from these offenses. Now, when we sow a seed and when the plant starts growing, then what do? We put a fence around it. Just like outside my house, those beautiful flowers, all eaten away by rabbits. Because, yes, all eaten away by rabbits. So then had to put a net over it. So similarly, we have to what?
Kavach.
Yeah, like a kavach, a shield. No, we have to protect our bhakti, protect our devotional service by a nice fence. And what is that fence?
Answer.
Yes, association of devotees. When we have good association of devotees, then our creeper of bhakti is safe. So he is suggesting that we should guard ourselves and be vigilant that we do not make any offense. Then he gives an example of one servant of Lord Nityananda. His name was Mina Ketana Ramadas. So we'll call him Ramdas. And this Ramdas was a reservoir of love. What is Krishna called reservoir of? Pleasure. Now, this servant of Lord Nityananda was a reservoir of love. And he used to do kirtan in the house of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami day and night. That means he was there day and night just chanting the holy names of the Lord. And he was so absorbed in emotional love that he would lose consciousness of what's going on around him. Was totally into bhakti, totally into chanting the holy names. Now, one time he was sitting in the courtyard of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and then when all the Vaishnavas who came to his house, they all would bow down to Ramdas because they understood his position, that a pure devotee of the Lord. He understood that position, they all understood, and they understood all the signs of ecstatic love of Ramdas. Haven't we heard about what are the symptoms of ecstatic love of God? Some examples. Yes, right. Your hair standing on end, shivering, tears in eyes, yes, trembling all over the body, voices choking up, right? Behaving like a madman or a woman, I don't know, whatever. You see, behaving like crazy because there is no outer consciousness. There's no bodily consciousness at all. It's just complete immersion in love for the Supreme Lord. So that was the position of Ramdas. He was completely absorbed in emotional love. And in that emotion, he would climb on someone's shoulder. He didn't know he was doing all that, but he was doing that. And he would climb on the shoulder of someone and doing what? To offer obeisances to all those who were present. He was not in that bodily consciousness. And then he had a flute and he would strike someone with the flute, or he would mildly slap somebody. And then tears from his eyes would erupt, like, like river Ganges, like so many tears just flowing down his cheeks from his eyes. And all eruptions of ecstasy could be seen in Ramdas. His one limb would be still, but the other would be trembling. So much nice description is given in this chapter by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And he says these are all symptoms of pure love for Krishna, pure bhakti, complete immersion. And when he shouted Lord Nityananda's name loudly, everyone around was in astonishment. Now, in that assembly, there was a respected Brahmana. His name was Gunarnava Mishra, and he was serving the deity in the house of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Now, this Ramdas was in the yard, and this Brahmana, Gunarnava Mishra, he was doing deity worship. And at that time, Ramdas noticed that this Brahmana did not offer him any respect. And so Ramdas became angry and he said, "You are like second Romaharshana Sutta." Remember Romaharshana Sutta, who did not offer respect to Lord Balram when he entered the assembly, and he was killed by Lord Balram. And here Ramdas is saying, looks like this Brahmana is second Romaharshana Sutta, who did not stand when Lord Balram had come. So what was Romaharshana Sutta doing? He was speaking to sages at Namisaranya. But it's Vaishnava etiquette that when someone senior comes while you are speaking, you need to get up and offer respect. Unless, of course, it's Lord Krishna. Right? When, huh? Huh?
Then you don't give respect.
No. Then you, no, supposing.
Unless he's the one who's coming.
Yes, unless Krishna is coming, then no, if Krishna is coming, no. If it's the other way around, you're confusing me.
Krishna is giving the lecture and then.
Yes, Krishna is giving the lecture. If anyone's senior, no one can be senior than Krishna, right? So then, but then if supposing a devotee is giving a class and a Maharaj, a sannyasi walks in, you got to give respect. You have to give respect. So here, Ramdas was very angry, and then after getting angry, he was dancing and chanting. So it was a split second anger. When we get angry, how long does it last? It goes on and on and on. And if the mind starts to forget, we remind the mind. Remember? Remember that one said that to me? Don't forget. You can forgive, but don't forget. That is our consciousness. But here, when Ramdas got angry at this Brahmana, Brahmana didn't get angry. He continued with his deity worship because that was his service. He was serving the Supreme Lord. And Ramdas was a great devotee of Lord Nityananda. So when he saw this, he actually offered blessings not only to the Brahmana, but he offered blessings to everybody. Now, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was having a conversation with Ramdas about his brother. And he said, my brother has firm faith in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but not in Lord Nityananda. Right? So that made Ramdas very unhappy in his mind, that there is no difference between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. How can you offer respect to one or have great faith in one and not in the other? So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami rebuked his brother. And he explained to his brother that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda, they are two bodies, but they are one actually. They are the same Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they have identical manifestations. If you do not believe in Lord Nityananda, you will fall down. This is what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami told his brother. So if you have faith in one but disrespect the other, it's like accepting a half hen. Half hen. Isn't
An
it?
example of Matish, the golden egg.
Yes,
And then
yes, I
later
thought about that. That this person had got a hen which laid golden eggs.
feed them out, but we want the
Yes, yes. So this person said, I have to feed this hen every day so much food. I know I'm getting golden eggs. How about I cut off the head and I just get golden eggs? I don't have to feed. It doesn't work that way. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explained to him that if you believe in one and not in the other, then you are a hypocrite. So you cannot disrespect one and respect the other. So Ramdas, he broke his flute in anger and he went away. And afterwards, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's brother fell down. Now, not fell down from stairs or something or from first story building. No, he fell down in his bhakti, even for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, from all these verses, we are understanding how important it is to give respect to all living entities and be very, very vigilant when we are in association of devotees. Even when we are not in association of devotees, we have to be vigilant because our mind can commit offenses. So there are different kinds of offenses. One is in the mind, one is verbal, one is physical. Hopefully, it is never physical, right? So all these offenses, they add up and they crush our Bhakti Lata Beej. They crush the plant, the creeper that we are trying to grow of Bhakti. Um, so here we understand that we need to, when we are on this path of Bhakti, we need to have proper Vaishnava etiquette, follow proper Vaishnava etiquette. And while we are following proper Vaishnava etiquette, we need to evaluate ourselves. Do we do that on a regular basis? Evaluate ourselves. What are the things we can do to evaluate what is our level of bhakti? First is, are we enthusiastic and eager to learn more, to hear more? Like it is said, an apple a day keeps doctor away, one Bhagavatam class a day keeps Maya away. So, are we enthusiastic to hear every day? Are we honest and, honest with our spiritual friendships? All the friendships that we have with our devotees, are we honest with that? Are we thinking about our ultimate goal in life every day? First of all, do we have an ultimate goal in life? If we do, are we thinking about it every day? Because if you're not thinking about it every day, if you're thinking about it only when we hear in a lecture, or if someone reminds us, that means we are not approaching towards our ultimate goal of life. Are we happy to see others succeed in bhakti? These are all things that we can churn in our heart and meditate upon it and see what is our reaction, how are we feeling, what is the state of our consciousness, and are our spiritual goals more exciting than material goals? We all have material goals. I don't have because I'm not working. So but are our spiritual goals more exciting than our material goals? Are we optimistic about making it in this life? What does it mean, making it in this life?
time of the day.
Finish our business this life and go back to Godhead. Do we think we will make it? Are we optimistic about it? So it's important to evaluate ourselves. And when we start chanting attentively, if we are not doing so still, if we read Srila Prabhupada's books, if we associate with devotees, then this evaluation will become easy in our heart. And if we are unable to evaluate, then we can approach someone who can help us to evaluate. Because our mind, what will it say? You're a first class devotee. You don't have to worry about anything. You know what your ultimate goal is and you're working towards it. You're almost there. You are almost there. This is how the mind can trick us. But to be realistic, then we can take guidance from senior devotees. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is helping us to understand the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda. Now, today is an auspicious day. What is it? It is the appearance day of Srivas Pandit. Who is Srivas Pandit? Yes, Narad Muni. So it is said in the Panchatattva, the Bhakta Roop form of devotee is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhakta Avatar, the devotional manifestation, is Lord Nityananda. Bhaktakhya is a pure devotee, that is, huh? Srivas Pandit. He is and Bhakta Shakti, devotional energy, is Gadadhar Pandit. And Bhakta Avatar, devotional manifestation, is Advaita Acharya. Bhakta Swarup, devotional incarnation, is Lord Nityananda. So Srivas, as you mentioned, is an expansion of Narad Muni. His father was Jaladhara Pandit and he appeared 30 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was 30 years older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He lived in Sri Hatta, then he moved to Bank of Ganges and he used to go to Advaita Acharya's house every day for Srimad Bhagavatam class. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, right? Nityam means every day. And his wife was Sri Malini Devi, and they were like parents of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 30 years older than, so they considered Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their son. And in fact, Srivas Pandit advised Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that do not waste your time in just education, education, education. Remember, Nimai Pandit was called Pandit because he was very much into learning and teaching, right? So here, Shivas Pandit is advising him to understand devotion to Krishna and not waste his time and understand the purpose of life. So he went to, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he one day went to Shivasa's house in ecstatic mood and he asked, who do you worship? And now I will show you who you worship. And what did he do? He entered the deity room and he showed his Vishnu form to Shivas Pandit. And he said that because of the calling of Advaita Acharya, I left Vaikuntha and I have come here. Now, without fear, chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So Shivas Pandit, when he saw that, he fell to the ground. He saw the Lord Vishnu, right in his deity room. And then when he regained consciousness, he started offering prayers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he showed his Vishnu form to all his family members also. So very fortunate. There was, we all have heard about this maid servant in Srivas Pandit's house, whose name was Dukhi. Dukhi. She used to go to the Ganges and bring water for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu every day. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, who is this? Oh, this is Dukhi. He said, no, 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 she is Sukhi. She is doing so much service. From now on, your name is Sukhi. This is how he changed her name from Dukhi to Sukhi. I remember, I don't know if you'll remember Rukmini Mataji from Denver. Remember we met her?
No, like you told me the Guru Maharaj kept the name Sada Sukhi. That's it.
Yeah, because she, before she got initiated, we were in a lot of contact. You know, she would call up for guidance and all, and she was always Dukhi. Really? I don't have this is happening, that is happening, this one said this one did that. So there was this feeling of dukh, you know, anxieties or whatever it is. And when she got her name, Guru Maharaj said, Sada Sukhi Rukmini Devi Dasi. Now, Guru Maharaj didn't know she's Dukhi. That's wrong. He knew. He knows everything. And she was shocked. She said, I got a name. I said, now be Sada Sukhi. Now that you have this name.
He stopped calling him.
No, she still calls. No, she calls. She came to Atlanta, remember? She came to Atlanta. Yes. So here this Dukhi became Sukhi. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that anyone who serves the Supreme Lord is always Sukhi, means happy. And he enacted many pastimes in Srivas Pandit's house, which means continuously chanting and dancing. Now, one time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was, in his mood of chanting and dancing in Srivas Pandit's house, Srivas Pandit's son died, and it was in another room, and all the family members started crying. So he went there and he said, don't cry because you will disturb
Kirtan.
the kirtan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's kirtan. So be quiet. Wow. And afterwards, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told Srivas Pandit, I'm feeling like there's some tragedy has happened in this house. What is it? But he didn't want to tell this to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but someone else said, oh, his son died. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, why didn't you tell me? He said, I didn't want to disturb your Sankirtan. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to this boy who was already dead. He touched him and he also, told him, why did you leave? Why did you go? He's asking this boy who's already dead. Yeah. And when he touched him, the boy came back to consciousness. So that boy, he came back to consciousness. You see, how did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu know? He's the Supreme Lord. And he was just enacting and he said, oh, why am I not feeling bliss in this Sankirtan today that I'm doing? Looks like something is not right that is going on over here. And here he's saying, telling this boy, why did you leave your family? So guess what this boy says? He says, I have taken so many births, so many times. This time I died having your darshan and hearing the kirtan. So my life is successful. And he fell silent, the boy. See the importance of, like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajat ante kalevaram tam tam evati kanteya saddhatat bhava bhavita. That whatever state of consciousness we have at the time of death, to that state we will attain without fail. See the word, without fail. So if I'm thinking of a dog, next life I'll become a cat, right? Thank you for being awake. Yes. If I'm thinking of a dog, I have to make sure everybody's awake. Eyes may be open, but mind may be sleeping, right? So if whatever we are thinking at the time of death, to that state we'll attain without fail. That is why Srila Prabhupada has given us this whole process that we are following that will help us to condition our minds to think of Krishna at the time of death. That is why we chant every day. When we have a disease, what does a doctor do? Give us a prescription that take this medicine 3 times a day, 5 times a day, whatever it is. So similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us a prescription for the disease we have. What is the disease we have? Maya. And above Maya also, there's another disease we have.
Ignorance.
Excusitis. It's called excusitis. We have in our mind a bunch of excuses that we take out from the joli, from the bag of our excuses we take out every time we don't want to do some bhakti. So here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Srivas Pandit, whose appearance day is today, his whole life was dedicated to service to Krishna. as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His mind and his body were completely dedicated in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's service. So, Shiva's Pandit ki Jai. Today is his appearance day. We can pray to him to help us improve our bhakti, to help us to chant more attentively, to help us to follow the four regulative principles very strictly, to help us to read Srila Prabhupada's books scrutinizingly, to serve the devotees. This is how we can purify our hearts and please Guru and Krishna. So I am going to end now this class. For today, we have completed till verse number 179, and we will continue with that in next class.